Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the law of sines, and we're focusing on SSA case or the ambiguous case in finding all sides and all angles. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now if you have given side angle, the first thing that you want to do class, you check the opposite side of this given angle. If the opposite side of this given angle is less than to the side right next to this angle, therefore, class, this is an ambiguous case because we can create two triangles. But before we explain, class, how will we create two triangles? Let me give you another illustration, class. Now, what if we have side angle? And the opposite side of this given angle, this side, is greater than to this side right next to this angle. So once again, a while ago, the opposite side is less than to this side right next to this angle. Now this time, the opposite side is greater than to this side. Now, how many triangles that we can make? Now, if you have example like this class, you can only make one triangle. Question, why is that, sir? Of course, we don't know the value of angle C, right? If we rotate this side class, this side right here, CB, if we rotate it here, of course, we cannot do that. Question, why is that, sir? Because you will be extending in this particular side AB. Once again, we cannot rotate it here because you will extend in this side. Now, if you rotate it here, of course, you cannot also do that because you will be out of this line AB. So therefore, in this particular scenario class, if you have side angle, if this side, opposite of this angle, is greater than to this side, therefore, there's only one triangle. Okay, once again, only one triangle and one solution. Once again, why is that, sir? Because if you rotate this particular side here, we cannot do that. You will be extending in the side AB. If you rotate it here, of course, you will be out of this line. Therefore, there's only one triangle. You cannot rotate this one. This is only the triangle class. One solution. So to find the sides and the angles, you can just simply use the sine law. Now, what if you have this kind of illustration? The side opposite of this angle, 27 degrees, is less than to the side right next to this angle. We have two triangles. Why is that, sir? Because if we rotate this particular side class, okay, if we rotate this one here, you will have two triangles. Once again, you rotate the side here, and you can form another triangle, right? You can form another triangle in which you will have the same length. Okay, you will have the same length, that is 15. You will have the same side B, and you will have the same angle A, that is 27 degrees. Therefore, class, to make it short, if you have given side angle, if the opposite side of this given angle is less than, okay, if the opposite side is less than to this side right next to this angle, therefore, we can create two triangles. And this is what we call the ambiguous case. Alright, so let me just separate the two triangles and then we find all angles and all sides. Alright, so I just separated the two triangles. So this will be the small triangle and the original triangle that we had. So, once again, let me just label this up. This is A, and this will be B, and this will be C. So, original triangle A, then this is B, and this is C. Of course, this is 15. So, this is 15 for A. Opposite of this angle A, that is 15, and this angle A is 27 degrees. And this is also 27 degrees for the small triangle. This is 27 degrees, and this will be 15, right? Because we rotate this one here. Okay, we rotate this one here and you will have the same side, that is 15. So this is A is equals to 15. And our B, opposite of this angle B, that is 20. So this is 20. And this will be 20. Alright, so we can find this angle B by using sine law to find angle B. So let's find angle B. Alright, so find angle B. So we can use the sine law. So let's focus first in this triangle class, the original triangle, in finding angle B. So we can use sine A over A is equal to sine B over B. So do we have the angle A? Yep, we have angle A. Do we have A? Yep, we have A. We have angle B? Nope, we don't have angle B. That's the thing that we're told to find, angle B. Do we have side B? Yep, we have side B, that is 20. So therefore, we can use this one in finding angle B because we only have one unknown, that is angle B. So substitute the value. So this is sine angle A is 27 degrees over, now A, side A is 15. So 15 equals sine, copy sine, then b, we're told to find b, over, now small b is 20. Alright, so to get the value of angle b, you can do cross multiplication. So we can cross multiply. So this will be, multiply this one, this is sine 27 degrees times 20 equals, multiply this one, sine b, then 15. Alright, sine b, then 15. Now to get angle b, you can divide both sides by 15. Divide by 15 so that we can cancel this 15. So, use the calculator, sine 27 degrees times 20. So, let's use the calculator. Sine 27 degrees, sine 27 degrees, close parenthesis, times 20. Alright, then divide by 15. Divided by 15. So, we will have 0.6053. So, we will have to use 4 decimal places, class, because our answer will be approximate near to the exact answer. So we need to have 4 decimal places. So this will be 0.6053. After 3, that is 2. So we need to round down. Simply copy 3. 0.6053 equals sine b. So to get the value of b, you can divide both sides by sine, or you simply get the inverse sine. So simply divide both sides by sine. You can do that. Go ahead. And this will be b equals, so you put the sine on the top. And that would be inverse sine. That would be inverse sine. Then copy 0.6053. Alright, so this will be shift sine. Once again, to get inverse sine, you press this one shift beside alpha, shift, then sine. So you will have sine raised to the power of 1. Then 0.6053. 0.6053. Close parenthesis equals sine. So you will have 37.25. 37.25 degrees. Alright, so let's have 2 decimal places for our final answer. So B is equals to 37.25 degrees. That's the measure, class, of angle B. Alright, so angle B, that is 37.25 degrees. Measure of angle B, that's 37.25 degrees. Alright, let me just erase this one, class. 37.25 degrees. So once again, this is 37.25 degrees. Now we already know, class, that this is an isosceles triangle, right? They have the same measure, class. I hope you understand it one, class. They have the same measure. Once again, this side is congruent to this side because we rotate this one. And if we have 2 sides that are equal, we call this one an isosceles triangle. Once again, class, this side is congruent to this side. Therefore, we have 2 equal sides, and we call this triangle an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle, class, once again, isosceles triangle, 2 base angles are congruent. Therefore, this angle right here is congruent to this angle. Once again, this angle is congruent to this angle because this is an isosceles triangle. They have the same side. Once again, this side is congruent to this side. We rotate this one. This side will be congruent to this side. So if this is 37.25, therefore this is also 37.25 degrees. Now to get this angle right here, this angle B for the small triangle, we just simply subtract this one by 180. Question, why is that, sir? Because if you have a straight line, okay, this particular side, this is 37.25 degrees. So we can form a straight angle. Now, a straight angle, it consists of 180 degrees. Once again, for straight angle, class, it is supplementary. The sum of 2 angles should be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, to get this angle right here, we can just simply subtract this 37 from 180. So 180 minus 37.25 degrees, and this will be the angle, class. So I hope you understand that one, class. This is an isosceles triangle, and we have a straight angle, this one. Okay, so therefore we can just simply subtract this one. Alright, so this will be 180 minus 37.25. So you will have, press this one, class. If you have same calculator with me, just press this one SD. So you will have 142.75. So therefore, angle B is 142.75 degrees. Once again, this angle right here, in which this angle B, that's 142.75 degrees. Because if you add this up, this will be equal to 180 degrees. Just always remember that one, class. In a isosceles triangle, two equal sides, then two base angles are congruent. In a straight angle, if you have a straight line, then straight angle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Always remember that one, class. In straight angle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. So we have angle A, we have angle B for the small triangle. We don't have angle C. We have angle A, we have angle B. For the original triangle, we don't have angle C. So let's find angle C for the two triangles. Once again, class, any kinds of triangle, even if it's equilateral, isosceles, right triangle, acute triangle, obtuse triangle, any kinds of triangle, class, the sum of these interior angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. If we add these three angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, to find this angle C, we can just simply add this up and we can subtract it from 180 degrees. Or we can use the formula. We can say that 180 degrees is equal to angle A plus angle B plus angle C. So 180 degrees equals, we have angle A, that is 27. So 27 degrees plus our angle B, that's 37.25 degrees. And we don't have angle C, plus angle C. So this will be 180 degrees equals, we can add this up, 27 plus 37.25, 27 plus 37.25, so that would be 64.25. So 64.25 degrees, combined like terms, plus angle C. So to get angle C, we can just simply transpose this one from right to left. So this will be 180 degrees minus 64.25 degrees equals angle C. So subtract 180 degrees minus 64.25. So let's ignore first the degrees. This will be 115.75. So this is 115.75 degrees equals angle C. That's it, class. That's the measure of angle C, 115.75 degrees. So this is 115.75 degrees. So let's find this angle. Once again, we add this up and we subtract it from 180. Alright, so we can say, so let's add this up and we subtract it from 180. Let's make it shortcut. Add this up, so 27 plus, or we can do the solution. Let's do the solution, plus. Let's do it step by step for you not to be confused. So we can say that angle, or 180 degrees. So this is 180 degrees equals angle A plus angle B plus angle C. So 180 degrees equals angle A is 27 degrees plus angle B plus angle B, that's 142.75 degrees, plus we don't have angle C for the small triangle. So add this up. So 180 degrees, combine like terms. So 27 degrees plus 142.75, 142.75 degrees equal sign, you will have, okay, you will have 169.75. So 169.75 degrees plus angle C. So to find angle C, we can just simply transpose this 169 from right to left. So this will be 180 degrees minus 169.75 degrees equals angle C. Once again, class, once you transpose from this equal sign, you change the sign. Or you can just simply subtract both sides, class, by 169.75, 169.75. But once again, class, there are so many students so confused with these properties of equality. So for you not to be confused, simply transpose 169 from right to left. Once you transpose from this equal sign, you change the sign, class. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you always change the sign. So this will be negative 169.75. Subtract. So 180. So 180 minus 169 0.75. So you will have 10.25. So this will be 10.25 degrees for angle C. This is 10.25. We don't have enough space, class. 10.25 degrees. That's it, class. All set for the angle. So we have this angle right here. And we're looking for this side, class. We don't have this side C. So this is side C. This is C right here, small c. And we don't have this C. So let's find the sides and we're all set. Finding all angles and all sides. So let's find the side, class. Alright, so let's find the side C. Opposite of this angle C, this side. So let's find the side. We can use C, sine C over C equals, we can use A, class, over A, or we can use B over B because we have the value of B and B. We have also A and A. So let's have A and A. So sine A over A. So once again, we're told to find this side. So we have sine, then angle C, that's 115.75 degrees, over side C, we're told to find C, equals sine, then our A, angle A, that's 27 degrees, over our small a is 15. So we can do cross multiplication. So simply cross multiply. So this will be, so sine 115.75 degrees times 15 equals, so this is sine 27 degrees times C, or copy C. Then to get the value of C, you can divide both sides by sine 27 degrees. Divide by sine 27 degrees. So cancel this out. And simply use your calculator, you will find the value of C. Alright, so this will be sine 115.75 degrees. Close parenthesis. So once again, this one, sine 115.75 degrees times 15 equals sine. Then divide by sine 27 degrees. Divided by sine 27 degrees, close parenthesis, equals sine. You will have 29.759. So once again, this is C is equals to 29.759. So after 5, that is 9, we need to have two decimal places. So after 5, that is 9, we need to round up. So this will be 29.76. That's it, class. That's the value of C. So this side will be, so this is equal to 29.76. Alright, that's it for side C in this original triangle. So let's find the side in the small triangle, side C. So let me just erase this one, class. Let's find the side, class. Last one, class. And then we're all set. Alright, so last one, we can use A, sine A over A, then sine C over C. Let's do that. So once again, or we can use sine C over C. Okay, sine C over C equals sine A over A, or you can actually use sine A over A equals sine C over C. That's the same, class. Sine C over C equals sine A over A, or you can use sine A over A equals sine C over C. Once again, class, we're focusing in the small triangle. Let's find the side. So sine A, so this is equal to sine, then angle A is 27 degrees, over our small a is 15, equals sine C. So angle C, that is 10.25. This is 10.25 degrees, over, we don't have the value of C. Then cross multiply, class. So simply cross multiply. This is sine 27 degrees times C, copy C, equals sine 10.25 degrees times 15. And then to get the value of C, you divide both sides by sine 27 degrees. Divide by sine 27 degrees. Cancel this out. So you simply use the calculator. Sine 10.25 degrees, close parenthesis, times 15. So times 15 equals sine. So you will have 2.6691 and so on. divide by sine 27. Divided by sine 27 degrees, close parenthesis. So you will have 5.879. So C is equals to 5.879. So after 7, that is 9, we can round up. So this will be 5.88 for C. That's it, class. So this side right here is 5.88. I do apologize, class. We don't have enough space for this one. So I hope you learned something new today, class. That's it. So we find this side. This side is B. B is 20. This is A, 15. So C, 29.76. We have A and then we have B. And we have all angles and all sides. All set, class, for this ambiguous case. So I hope you learned something new today. Once again, class, if you have some questions with this one, feel free to leave a comment on the comment section down below. Or you can always message me, class, in our Facebook channel, same name with our YouTube channel. So once again, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.